So I think everybody are here. So let's start. In last classes we have studied about data handling using pandas, okay, editing operations, creating, insertion and all, okay. Now in this class we are going to study about a Boolean indexing in DataFrame, okay. Now if we'll talk about Boolean indexing in DataFrame, so here Boolean indexing in DataFrame, that means we'll work on index, okay, we'll work on index, then after we will start joining, okay, joining and merging, okay, these joining, merging, that is also called you can say concating, okay. So these things we will study today, okay. So here we are going to start. Boolean means, that means data frame with Boolean index, that means that in Boolean index there is only two terms, that is true and false, okay. Two types of index are there. We'll define only true and false the indexing. Here it not comes by default, that we have to create, that we have to define the data frame, okay. So how we can define, how can we create, that I am going to tell, okay. We have to create a data frame in which index of a data frame contains Boolean values, that is true and false. So here it is given, okay. Now see, if I'll talk about to create a file, then data frame, how will create? See, this is a data frame, data which I have created, okay. One is SREC, that is simple dictionary that I have created, then SID, SName, SMarks, SRegard, grade, that is remark. These are the keys, okay. And after colon, these are the values which we have defined, okay, in data frame, and these all are list by using list we have created, and that is called values for the data frame. Now if I will talk about data frame conversion, okay, it's a very easy way, that this dictionary I have called in this data frame, that df is equal to pd dot dataframe1, and this way when you will print without Boolean, ठीक है, ये क्या होगा, ये till here it is without Boolean. Now when you will define a data frame, a pd dot frame, and here it is SREC that we have created before, okay. It is printed without data frame, and then after comma I have given index, that is true, false, true, false, true, false, or false, false, whatever number according to value, a number of values you have, a number of rows you have defined accordingly, you have to input a true and false. When you will print a data frame by using df, here this is df, so in this way you will get output. See, this is with Boolean index, it is true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, false, true, okay. When you are printing before Boolean indexing, without Boolean indexing, then in that case at the place of these data frame it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever you will define as index, that will display. By default it will come 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Okay, so it is the basic form that when you will define it as given in the table in front of you. Okay, clear? So Boolean means, I have already told you that Boolean means it is true or false. Okay, true and false, and or 0 and 1 in if we'll talk about a Boolean. Okay, but here we are talking about a Boolean indexing. So in computer it always come in the form of true and false. Okay, not 0, 1. Now see, अब बात करते हैं कि इसको हम जब when you will define it, when you will print as according to the requirement, like slicing जब हम करते हैं इसकी, when you if you want to display, if you want to print those values, print those functions, then how it will print. Now see, we will use LOC or ILOC, whatever it depend upon you. Pass simple value, that true or false, some value within the brackets. In the brackets here we'll pass like this, dot LOC within the bracket true. Okay, then the true value will print. Now see how can it will print and how can we will define. See, this is the output of print df dot loc true. Okay, then if talk about a df dot loc true, then after printing true, number of as much the number of true values are given in the data frame, that will print as it is. Okay, so it is the data frame whatever you have created, that will print as it is. Only those values which are index number have true. Okay, if we want to define at false value, then you will write here false. Okay, df dot loc within the bracket, that will you write it false. Then in that case the false value will print automatically. Okay, now one example of ILOC. See here ILOC that I have already told you, that when you will indexing location will print over here. Okay, so here check, see, I have defined 1 and 4. Here I have not defined true and false. Okay, here I have defined 1 and 4. Okay, so because it works on index number. Okay, pass boolean value. ठीक है, ट्रू और फॉल्स के बेस पे हम लोगों ने नहीं लिया. इन ILOC फंक्शन हम लोग इसको क्या करते हैं, 2 इंडेक्सेस पास कर देते हैं, दैट इज 1 and 4. ठीक है, इंडेक्सेस पास कर देते हैं, दैट मीन्स इंडेक्स नंबर. देखो द इंडेक्स नंबर वट एवर यू विल गिव, बट बाय डिफॉल्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू कंप्यूटर द इंडेक्सेस विल बी ऑलवेज same, it will not change. Okay, it will not work as accordingly. Okay, now see, when you will define 1 and 4 in above data which I have shown you here. So see, at location 1 it is 0 and it is 1, then it is 2 and it is 4, 3 and it is 4, means Sumit and Sumit and Nita will print, means this data will print over here. Okay, this data only. So here see the output according to LOC. See, Sumit and Nita are print. Here the value is false 1 and 1 is true. So in this manner you can print the ILOC. ILOC only needs indices, and when you want to print true and false, LOC, with LOC you will write true or false, and ILOC you have to give the indices. Okay, whatever indices you want to give, you can give. Clear all of you? I hope it is clear. Okay, now comes to joining. In Boolean thing, that is only this much. Okay, so we now will going to one topic, joining and merging on function. Okay, just a minute.